Ronaldinho, such as Thierry Henry. I remember back in 2002 with Javier Saviola, for example.
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
That was a big one. There were lots of fans here, right where we're sitting right now, here at the stands, waiting for the player to come out, make his first touches of the ball. There's the first connection between the player and the fans, and I think that's very important as well for the player to feel appreciated, and it's a great shame that the fans can't be here at Camp Nou today.
It really is, it really is. It's such a special day, the summer when it just starts, everybody's excited, of course, the kids are out for school, normally the stands are filled with kids. In fact, were you one of those kids on those presentations?
No, I've never been to a presentation here. I mean, I wish I could have been where Maya Rostro was yesterday. We've seen her just, there she is on the footage that will be shown exclusively on Barca TV+. She had managed to have a chat with Eric Garcia yesterday, a very informal chat on Eric's first day as a Blaugrana. We were fortunate enough as well to have him here, and he visited Barca Studios as well yesterday.
Visited our office space.
Yeah.
That's, of course, Barca Studios is the production company of Barca, where on a daily basis, we get hard to work to create original content that is most of it exclusive for Barca TV+, and that interview with Mai is available as of later today?
Later today, I think. Yeah, there he is with Georgina as well. There'll be content coming out on YouTube, on all of Barca's social media platforms. So be sure to check out that. And right now, we're waiting for Eric to sign his contract as a Barca player. That will be happening in a few minutes. Then we'll see him in the dressing room, getting changed and stepping onto the pitch here right behind us. We can see all the media getting ready to take the first photographs, to get the first footage of Eric Garcia wearing that Barca jersey. So
at this point, will he be sort of making his way down to the dressing room, getting familiar with the locker room?
I think right now they're probably getting ready to sign.
And you touched upon it just now. The season may have come to an end, but the action is not stopping over here in Can Barca. Yesterday, we had the immense pleasure of welcoming Kun Agüero, his teammate. I was going to say former teammate, but now teammate again.
Yes, true.
And today, Eric Garcia. And again, like you said, I mean, what a nice chap it is indeed. Very charismatic. We talked about his leadership skills, and we're looking at images here of him passing his medical. And well, we can verify that he is in tip-top shape.
He is. We verified it in first person. The medical tests don't lie. The medical tests don't lie. And here he is coming back to his home, to Ciutat Esportiva. Yes. He left there in 2017 to go to Manchester City. He's been there for 4 seasons. His contract ended. He decided it was time to come back for Barca. And I have to say that is the right decision. Well,
especially on days like this, Robert. Luckily for us, the shade has been casted over us. We welcome a little bit of shade, but what a beautiful day it has been to welcome back one of the sons of the academy. We were talking with him previously, images that you can see exclusively on Barca TV+, where he talked about when he arrived first at the club at the ripe age of 6-7 years old and stayed here, like you said, until 2017.
Exactly. We've talked about his 8 years at the club, about how all of his coaches trusted him to be the captain of those teams, about how good he is at defending, but both are also at distributing the ball, playing from behind, playing the long pass, playing the short pass, playing the association game, as we call it here, and in making runs forward and allowing to break open the defense and then always making the right choice. Eric Garcia is a 100% Barca product. He has improved that at Manchester City under the wing of Pep Guardiola, who is a 100% Barca coach as well. I mean to say he's like a 100% Barca style coach. Not that he's coming next season, because we did get some questions at the press conference yesterday for 𝐾𝐞 𝐇𝐨𝐴. I mean, I didn't mean to lead to confusion here, but no.
We're talking about style of play.
We're talking about style of play, and I think Eric, since he joined Barca in 2008, through to now, has always kind of played the same style of football, both when he was at Barca and at Manchester City as well.
Yes. Now, you, of course, are a 100% Barca expert as well, and I wanted to ask you, Robert, you talk about bringing the ball up from behind and how we're seeing that already being instilled and practiced in the youth ranks. Around what age do you think that really gets kind of shown to these younger players?
I think right from the beginning, from the very beginning. I mean, they start playing 7-a-side football instead of 11-a-side when they're very young kids, but I think even then, because the players or the teams have names of players. And he played there until 2017. We're going to see right now how 𝐘𝐤𝙤 and Joan Laporta make it formal that he will be a Barca player through to 2026.
A moment that we have been waiting for quite a long time, I would say, Robert, right? I mean, 𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia's name had been linked with Barca, not just this summer, but through the at least past winter and summer transfer market. So
yes.
For a good year, I would say.
Yeah, for a good year. There's been the rumor out there that 𝐘𝐤𝙤 was coming back to Barca. Ever since he didn't renew his contract with Manchester City, it became kind of, I'm not going to say obvious, but
quite clear the intention.
Quite clear that the intention was to come back here unless anything, I don't know, out of normal happened. But yeah, there was an opportunity, which was leaked through the press, that he might come in the winter transfer market. He didn't end up coming, and I think that's made him miss some opportunities in terms of playing this season. Pep Guardiola addressed it in the...
He
was very open. He said he's a player who's decided not to renew his contract, and I need to play with players who've decided that the future is here. So
of course, that's fair enough.
I think everyone understood that situation, even though it's not comfortable for a player to be out of the team rotation for so long. But these are new days for 𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia, who right now is putting pen to paper and signing his contract with Football Club Barcelona. And right now, as we saw yesterday with El Kun Agüero, he's going to shake hands with his new president, with Joan Laporta. Obviously, happy days for Laporta, his second signing in 2 consecutive days for the 21-22 season. There they are posing for the picture, and I'm not sure if right now they're going to be showing
his shirt number,
his
maybe?
shirt. No, I don't think the number, but the name that he'll be wearing, will it be Garcia, will it be 𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia? Oh, it's going to be 𝐘𝐤𝐤. It's going to be 𝐘𝐤𝐤.
Okay, all right, interesting. I wonder how players make that decision, whether they want to see their first name or their last name on the back of the shirts. I always... when I was a kid and dreaming of perhaps one day having the pleasure, the honor to put my name on the back of a shirt, I always thought that I would go for Diego, just because my last name, it being Dutch, is quite difficult to pronounce.
Oh, well, I was going to go the other way around. I was going to go with Van Rijthout, because, I mean, it's like kind of singular, no? I mean, you'd get recognized for it. But yeah, 𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia, they're going for 𝐘𝐤𝐤 on the back of the shirt. We don't know which number he'll be wearing as of next season. We know that he likes to wear number 3, but at the moment, that's safe. That's taken. That's safe for Gerard Piqué. But of course, we've learned that 2 players are going to be additions to the team, El Kun Agüero and 𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia. We still don't know if anyone is leaving yet, which is something that tends to happen during summers. I mean, you hardly ever have someone doesn't leave. So we'll have to stay alert, see what happens in that sense. And I'm sure that we won't know the official numbers of players until mid-August, when La Liga starts. Yeah, exactly. Of course, the topic you just addressed is the flip side of the coin. With new players coming in, you will have players leaving the club. But luckily, that's not our decision to make. And as 𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia there, the 20-year-old, that's another thing, Robert. It always baffles me how young these players still are. As I keep getting older, these... it was a very sunny day at Camp Nou. It was kind of covered up right now, and we were talking about 𝐘𝐤𝙤 getting ready at the... inside the Barca dressing room, there he is.
There he is indeed, putting on the socks. And about the number, of course, it says it right there on your screen. During his time at La Masia, he always played with number 3, but he's going to have to wait to wear that number 3 over here in Barca first team.
I think he's going to have to wait. The same way that Sergio Busquets had to wait to wear number 5, for example.
Exactly. Can we see it on the... what would you call it? Oh, he's sitting on number 14.
Number 14, which this season was Felipe Galo. But I think that's just because it's in the corner. I think that we can't draw any conclusions from that. And of course, we were saying before that the new kit has not been unveiled yet. It's going through his stomach right now.
Absolutely.
𝐘𝐤𝙤 Garcia, there he is, walking up the steps, accompanied by President Joan Laporta, being greeted and photographed by the media. And There is the special moment for 𝐘𝙤𝙤𝙑𝙑. I'm going to turn around, Diego, and be completely unprofessional here. Maybe even take my time to Instagram this or take a picture or make a video. I mean, it's the moment of it's the 𝐘𝙤𝙤 moment, and the cameras aren't on us; they're on 𝐘𝙤𝙤. So I'm going to take my time here.
A cheeky little Insta.
Cheeky little photograph. There he is.
I might join you here.
I had the timer on my camera, Diego, which is not ideal right now.
And I think your prediction is gonna indeed be fulfilled, Robert. I don't think we're gonna see Eddie Garcia juggling the ball.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, I think 𝐾𝙤𝙤 set a precedent yesterday by not doing it, and Eddie's probably
not doing it.
If 𝐾𝙤𝙤's not doing it, I'm not doing it, says Eddie. But there he is, Eddie Garcia, posing as a first-team player. He's the second signing of Barca for the 21-22 season. This is going to be a shaky story.
Now, Robert, you obviously being such an avid Barca fan and a massive follower also of the lower ranks, how special is this day for you to see the return of one of the sons of the academy, somebody that you probably undoubtedly followed in the early days?
This is definitely a special day. I mean, I was saying before how special it is to have players who've grown up in the Barca ranks. We've got in defense the likes of Piqué, Mingueza, Araujo, and now Eddie Garcia, and it's important for that for the Barca fans as well to feel identified with the team.
Yes, absolutely. The memory is still, of course, fresh on our minds. That special day when Barca were able to field 11 players made in La Masia.
Yes, yes. I mean, we managed to field 7 this season, I believe. I can't remember the exact 7, but it will probably have been Mingueza, Piqué, Jordi Alba, Busquets, Messi. Maybe Leicht came on in the second half. Sergio Roberto, I'm assuming. I don't know. I can't remember the exact 7, but there was a moment in which we did manage to field 7 homegrown players on the same pitch at the same time. And another important thing is that we're rejuvenating the team. We're signing another 20-year-old to come along with the Pedris, the Serginho Dests, the Elijah Moribas, the Ricky Puches, the Frankie de Jong, who's still very young, Ansu Fati as well, and Minguezas and Araujos. I mean, I'm sure I'm leaving someone out at the moment, but we are rejuvenating the team. And I remember, for example, we gave the stat in El Clásico. This was the youngest Barca team in a Clásico for a very, very long time. That is true.
That is true. And it was needed as well. I mean, of course, we respect and we appreciate the services of the elderly players. They've done so much for this club, so much for the team, and made us fans enjoy these seasons with Barca ever so much. But at some point, there has to be a change of guard. And no better than Eddie Garcia, homegrown talent, to rejoin the ranks, of course, of his beloved Barca.
I think even President Laporta defined it as the beginning of a new era. I think we're transitioning. Let me correct myself. Laporta says there's no seasons of transition at Barca, but we are kind of transitioning from the end of one era, and obviously players who have given a lot to the club and who are still at the club and who are still very valuable assets to the club. But we are starting to see more new young players coming in, and of course we need to look towards the future as well, and they've had an amazing season. I mean, there was a signing of Pedri last season. Who expected Pedri to be so good
I don't think he himself did.
I don't think he did either. As we see Eddie Garcia now walking off the pitch, and as I say, a 20-year-old that we're adding to a team with many other young players who've gained a lot of experience as well this season. I think in spite of some of the tough moments, especially in La Liga and maybe even that Champions League defeat, those are valuable moments for these players to learn and know what it is to lose as well.
Yes.
And never